Fooled my cheating soon-to-be ex-wife into thinking I was cheating, then ghosted her. Final part. All the while, I gather everything, and I do mean everything, every bit of data I've archived since I started the plan, call logs, texts, pics, emails, everything, and start making printouts. Folks, I must have spent over $1,500 on staple supplies, printer ink, paper, binders, the works, and I cataloged everything in order, from the beginning of the affair until that last bit 2 weeks ago, December 16th in the binders, 14 of them. I then put each one in a box, and gift-wrapped each, addressing them to various people, my mother, my wife's parents, her 2 sisters, her brother, her HR department, several of her friends, the guy and his parents. Lugged all of those efforts to the post office and shipped them all out December 16th. ETA for delivery, December 24th. Perfect. So we're now at Christmas Eve. My wife comes home around the usual time. No idea if she'd seen the other guy. I'd stopped tracking her on the app the 18th. Figure I'd gotten all the mileage I needed from it. As per usual, she showers, hangs out with me a bit. I give her everything I got as a final hurrah and she turns in for the night. The final phase was upon me at long last. The nuke I'd been arming since June was finally about to launch. In the middle of the night, I woke up and wrapped up one of the 3 remaining binders, with the divorce papers taped to the inside cover, and set it on my side of the bed with a note that said Merry Christmas on it. Next to it I left my old phone, and the business card of my lawyer. I packed up the remainder of my most needed items, enough to fill 2 backpacks, and I left my home. That I spent 23 years in, for the last time. That, my friends, was 1 week ago. To my wife I am completely off the grid, gone. Shadow ghosted. She's blocked on Facebook, but still hasn't blocked me for some reason, so I'm keeping tabs on the fallout. It's absolutely glorious. My packages have reached everyone I sent them out to, and my wife is getting crucified. Her youngest sister completely dressed her down. Both of her parents have condemned her. My mom absolutely destroyed her. Like holy shit. I know my mom has a mean streak, but the things she called my wife were unholy. She's been frantically trying to find out if anyone knows where I am, but those that do, aren't saying a word. All over her Facebook feed she's desperately trying to reach me, because I'm guessing she knows I'm likely looking, but I'm not saying a effing word to her without my lawyer present. That'll be the next time I share oxygen with her. She's got no way of spinning the narrative to paint me as the bad guy, because I've exposed her to everyone who matters to her. And from what a mutual friend who works in the same company as her, she and the other guy apparently are being put on administrative leave as of tomorrow. So yeah, chances are she'll be going into 2021 unemployed. As for the final 2 binders, well, one has been turned over to my lawyer as my final bit of evidence for my impending divorce, and the last one I put in my storage unit as a backup. Do I feel guilty about this? No, not even in the slightest. 23 years I did right by this woman. I gave her the home she wanted. I gave her the family she wanted. I gave her the life I felt we both deserved, and I loved her unconditionally. Never have I faltered. Never have I strayed. Never have I even entertained the notion of breaking my vows. When an issue came up that I felt was affecting our marriage, I came to her and told her, and we sorted it out as best we could. She opted to find comfort in another man's bed, rather than come to me and say she was unhappy with our intimate life at the time. She decided to step out with a young punk who gave her the tingles. So no, I have no sympathy for what I did, or for her. She can burn in hell for all I care. The most I stand to lose is my house, a car and maybe a couple $100 a month in alimony, but seeing as the divorce is filed under the statute of adultery and she is at fault, that might get waived with the insurmountable amount of evidence I've provided. As far as I'm concerned, she's dead to me and I'm never looking back.